another wonderful day in crypto. We've already made some good calls today. Now it looks like Bitcoin's reset, and we're going to check out where I think this price action's going, folks. Hopefully you got in on the trades on 2Bit. CoinW link is usually there. We also partnered up with, so we got 2Bit as a partner, Code Basement, and CoinW in the description of the show. Welcome in to the blockchain basement. It's been a hot and heavy day. We got one of the biggest scams in crypto that everyone just seems to want to forget. The media industrial complex is sitting here squeezing this scam for everything it is worth, and I'm going to be highlighting that, reminding the crypto world of what we're up against, folks. We also have some of our favorite altcoins, setting eyes on the moon. Shout out to everyone that's joining me here from the BitLab Academy. Kelly over there dropping his alpha. Alexandra, Nicole Tater, thank you for sharing out the show. Mvino, Seth Shepard, Quarter Crawler, see all the lab coats. Love to see it. Deucey does crypto. We got all the people, and I think I'll have a couple other pretty common characters here joining me today. But for right now, it's a chaos zone, and Drew is what you get, baby. And we do the morning streams, 8:30 a.m., up early looking at the charts. Really, a lot of these, macro experts that have been calling for new bear market to start early and everything's over, go run for the hills. They are still driving me crazy out there, folks. A shout out to all of you crypto savages that follow the show, become members of the show, share it out to the interwebs. We're still growing here. Pull this bad boy in here. We can check this out. Look at this. Look at this channel. 62,200 subscribers. We're kicking on up. Setting eyes on 70K here. Let's see if we can make 70K before the year is up. I think we can. Also, Twitter slightly moving up, 2,858. If you're not following me already, please do so at Druth Crypto. And if you click the link down in our description of this video, it will bring you to all of our channel partners here. We got code base10, get 10% off for Arculus card. What up, Elevator Man? Shout out to Elevator Man for dropping the 20 memberships. Oh my God, who is this? What is this?
Hey, what's up, man?
Man, it's been a week, Justin. It's been a week.
I haven't been here in a minute.
It's been a week, man. Let me see. I probably have your shot already set up. Look at this. Look at me go.
What happened to the Styx guy?
Oh, he died. Yeah, very sad. How are you doing?
Doing all right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? It's been a week, hasn't it?
Been quite a week.
Oh, he lives. He lives. If I had the bow. Look at, oh my God. There he goes flexing on everyone. Unbelievable. Here. Well, you get settled. Get settled. All right. You want the sticks? I'm going to hand over the sticks. Don't break it. Don't break the stick. Jesus Christ almighty. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't have the full couch shot set up, but you know what? It's the way it goes. But yes, we have many partners that are supporting this channel, and I'm really happy to see that more and more people are starting to trade with me on 2Bit. We've been making some great gains. I saw veterans out there trading on Blowfin with the Discover Crypto family. I don't know, man. It kind of hurt my feelings. We got this. So 2Bit Exchange, Code Basement, CoinW. Click this link. It'll take you to this landing page right here. You can support the channel that way. We also have Blowfin partnership. Use code DRUTH for that one. Here's where you get in on the Discord. And you can buy some of our mugs. The Blockchain Basement mug right there. Still for sale. I know we've sold a pretty good amount of these, but it's been a while since we sold these things. So it'd be awesome if you guys feel it in your heart, support the channel. And thank you very much, Elevator Man, for dropping the 20 memberships. Holy sheep shit on a shingle. What a guy. What a guy.
I feel like the coffee mug needs an upgrade. Like
you need
a coffee mug V2. Just a V2. It's
all
not
right.
The great V1. It's a great V1.
It is a V1. I mean, we have another one, but this one was the OG. Let's see here. Where's the OG one? I have like a Druth mug. Let's see. Where is it? How do I find it on? This is the Hit Merch website. This is where you can get all the... Ooh, we even have patches for around the blockchain. You know what? We need patches. We need patches. I have one of those patches. Let's see here. Let's just scroll around here and have some fun here. Basement. Let's just type in basement. See what comes up. Bam. I see some dudes wearing this shirt around still. That's pretty cool. I don't think we have the Druth mug anymore. We don't have the Druth mug anymore, but you can get this Druth potentially dangerous shirt. Ah, what a day. What a day. Justin, I said I ranted a little bit about Jerry Springer of crypto yesterday. Now you're here. I
I wanna
called
hear
you
what
last
said.
night.
Yeah, I was gonna call you back, but I got busy.
Well,
with
I just
kids.
called him out. You know, it's just such BS. He looks for the champion of Hit Network, and some people are being reasonable. They're like, you probably have 40. Like, how much does he weigh? How much does Ben weigh?
Before diet pill, like during a diet pill phase,
Yeah.
where he's just taking, many months prescriptions in a week of
Yeah.
diet pills. He might get down to 250.
That's
I'm kidding.
perfect.
I'm kidding.
I weigh 230 pounds. Does he actually weigh 250 pounds?
He used to. I think he used to weigh like 450, but now he weighs a lot less because of those, and he has one less eyebrow. But outside of that, yeah, the stuff online yesterday is absolutely ridiculous.
Well,
and if you look, I want to rant a little bit.
Yeah.
If you want to look at anything that he says, ask him to present any factual basis. He paints a picture, and then there's nothing behind it.
Yeah.
So, we have to live through it on a daily basis. It's just insane. Unfortunately, his entire life has fallen apart. And, I still pray for him. I hope he finds peace and all that stuff. But he's a man that has completely lost everything. But he lives in a fishbowl. So I don't know if you realize what a fish feels like in a fishbowl.
I mean, you're trapped. You're running into walls.
You don't even know, though. But the thing about a fish in a fishbowl is you have no idea that you're in a fishbowl. But everybody outside the fishbowl knows you're just a fish in a fishbowl.
That's true. I really, he can't be more than 200. Someone was saying that I need to back off because I probably got 40 pounds on him. I'm 230, maybe 235. So, I mean, he's sitting there fighting Ansem. Ansem is like taller than me. Ansem's like 6'5", 6'6", It just makes no sense. But whatever. I know he's not going to get in the ring with me, and I would love that day. But kind of seeing that ship sail. Let's check out Bitcoin liquidation heat maps here. We do have some liquidity still to grab. Should we punch down to $62,000, folks? There's a little bit below us still at 60,800, and above us just one deep pocket at 65.3. This morning I was looking at this and I was feeling like a punch down to, let's go to the 15-minute, because I've been doing some definite degenerate stuff here. So I was talking about a 63.5, 63.4 level. We did hit that, had a jackknife to the upside. Now it's just resetting, bouncing between this 63.3 essentially and just under $64,000 right now. And on the daily, it doesn't look the most bullish. It does look like we're going to be receiving a little bit of a haircut. So it'd be great. Like on the scalp trading, I'm looking in that 63 range. Maybe 63.1 to get in and out on a long, but the giga long for me would still be right here at about $62,000. I'm still looking for that $62,000 long. Are you in any trades right now, Justin?
Yeah, I trade a little altcoin. It's called TrueFi.
TrueFi? Okay.
It's on most every exchange.
I've checked out TrueFi before. Why are you trading that one?
Because it's easy. It's very predictable.
Oh, really?
Very, very predictable.
Let's check it out.
It's similar to dogs. Dogs is another predictable trade.
Yeah.
So you can find some good little entries. Type true. There it is.
Let's see what we're dealing with here. I hate the old school. The page has been created automatically. What is this on Dex Screener? Maybe I can find this thing.
Done. I like to use TradingView.
Yeah. All right. Fine.
Yeah. Let's go TRU USDT.
All right. Let's go. TradingView.
The Blowfin chart if you want.
Oh, it's on Blowfin too.
It's on Blowfin. It's on a lot of the leverage exchanges.
Let's see here. TrueFi. True. Bam. This one, right? Yeah. All right. What are we looking at?
You can find
here?
easy little troughs there to jump in and out of with decent. Now, here's the beautiful thing about this coin. It's A16Z is behind it. Number one. Number two, it's on Coinbase. It's also on Kraken.
Okay.
So this coin, it's only a $120 million market cap. This coin is going to moon. It is going to go up this cycle. It's got an RWA kind of vibe to it, DeFi vibe to it, big money kind of thing, but very small market cap. So this thing is probably going to go up tremendously.
Oh, it's about to flip over its moving average here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it'd be a long-term hold if you're not leverage trading it too. I would believe I would do that. There's another coin too. Have you ever heard of PolyX?
PolyX? No.
It's called Polymesh, but PolyX is the ticker.
Polymesh. All right, we'll go to probably CoinMarketCap for this one here.
Yeah.
CoinMarketCap.
I don't like Gecko.
I don't like CoinGecko. I hate the layout. It makes me uncomfortable.
It looks why.
I don't know. Maybe the colors. All right, what is this thing? Polyfi or
PolyX? PolyX. YX.
X.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Polymesh.
Polymesh.
I don't know. I'm starting to look into this. It's RWA. It's only a $200 million market cap. It could be one of those ones like a pre-Ondo before Ondo took off.
It's been around for a while here. We got data since 2022.
And look at it. It's
starting to break to the upper part of this old school channel that it was stuck in.
Thing.
When this peak, it moved with the rest of the market in this March peak too. That is good. So it's part of the new limelight. That's good to see. All right. Interesting. And then most of the supply is out on this thing.
Yeah.
What network is this on?
It's a blockchain.
Oh, it's its own blockchain.
Yeah. It's a blockchain.
Okay.
So, but you can get it on Blowfin.
All right. Well, there you go. More drops. Use code DRUTH if you're using Blowfin. And if you're already on there on the, previously signed up, set up, and you want to support the basement, send me your UID so we can get some damn credit and try to get Isaac a paycheck someday. Jesus Christ.
One freaking day.
One day.
One
day. It's going to happen.
Yeah. I'm hungry.
He's hungry.
Worked too damn hard.
Are you going to actually mukbang on this show?
Let's see. So I thought about mukbanging, right? And let me just press some more buttons here so y'all get a close up of my beautiful face. Hey guys. No, I'm not gonna mukbang on the live show.
All right.
I'll wait till after.
Well, we're gonna be on here for a while, just so you know.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Now we have this. This is great to see. BlackRock still hammering into Bitcoin on the ETF side. They are not letting up the gas. Not surprised by this at the least. And now the other ETFs are starting to catch the realization that they've been selling while BlackRock has been buying/holding, and they're trying to catch up. Not going to happen. This is a channel supporter, Benjamin. He's talking about an ascending channel or triangle within Bitcoin. And looking at this, I mean, the bottom edge of this triangle really is that 63 moment. And, when we do fall if we should fall to 63K, then you're going to have all the bearish people come out and be like, told you couldn't recapture the 200 MA. The bull market's over. That's it. Go home. And, if people listen to that and just sit on the sidelines waiting for 30, 40K, whatever obscure targets they're sitting there putting out, you may be sorely disappointed as we move into the next year because honestly, the world is basically priced in World War III at this point. They've priced in massive pandemics. They've priced in a stolen selection process. There's a lot of pain and macro pressure that's already basically been priced into the market right now. So
but
you got to keep that in mind.
Did they price in one more Diddy party?
One more? Oh my God, that'd be over with.
Yeah, did they price in the last Diddy party?
What is poor Justin Bieber? Dude.
Well, there was plenty of lube, so maybe it wasn't that painful.
Oh my God, Justin, that is just what the hell is going on? All right, we got a lot of stories to get through here. Obviously, China with their stimulus package, we got the halving, we got crypto ETFs, U.S. rate cut. Now we have China firing up its printer machine. We're seeing another cycle of global liquidity increase. M2 money supply is already at all-time highs, and in my opinion, it's going to trickle down into crypto just the same as it does historically. After this, another bullish catalyst to watch for the pro-crypto government pivot. Mind you, we have both sides of the political spectrum here in the United States pining for our support on both the hyena and the orange ones camps. So very, very good position to be as far as a crypto holder. While the U.S. in its massive flu season era stimmies received the most attention in 2020, China is the one to watch going forward. And this is all in relativity to its commercial real estate collapse and over leverage and exposure to its stock market at large by these printed buildings that no one can afford nor live in. Also, you know what?
Did you say printed buildings?
Printed buildings.
So like they're the carbon copy?
Well, they are very fast at doing the buildings, but the structural integrity of them, not so great.
Have you seen? Are you talking about the printer buildings? Have you seen those things?
Oh, I've seen the 3D printer buildings too. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, they just have great machinery to put large pieces of infrastructure in place. But then, you see the long-term effects of it. You see the buildings in Dubai that have an elevator shaft that's collapsing in on itself as they're riding the elevator up to their suite at the top of this high rise. It's
talking about freaky.
Yeah, dude, that would be terrible. right? I mean, isn't that kind of scary?
That is super scary. Have you ever been? I've been trapped in an elevator one time.
Oh
It's
my
back when I
God.
was smoking weed too, and that's like the worst. I was really high and got paranoid.
Yeah.
Got locked in
Yeah.
the
Well,
elevator.
now
Scared
it's
the
time to
shit out
talk
of me.
about another scam, and that is the mainstream media and Ripple, folks. Here's Bill Mayer. How do you say his name? Mayer? Bill Mayer. Talking about the dirty secret behind crypto. Let's have a listen.
There's the other big secret about crypto that nobody talks about. This bugs me so much. We just had Bjorn talking about the environment. All the progress that we're making with green energy is being sucked away by crypto. Crypto uses 8% of total electricity.
Why?
They're data centers, they're mining. This nonsense of finding a number. I mean, I can't even go through the whole thing. It's so ridiculous what crypto really is.
That's why it's, of course, this is like Trump's final business just before the election. Of course he'd end up in crypto. It's a grifter's paradise.
It's a comparable to putting 15.7 million additional gas-powered cars on the road. So as we take them off to go to electric, crypto eats it all up and goes the other way.
Jesus Christ. You look at her fervorish love. That's exactly why Trump likes crypto, because he's a grifter. Oh my God, these people drive me nuts. You know, and you could pull the screen down. We need to have a talk here, a serious conversation.
Wrong button.
Because there's some reality that we need to dispel. And really, when it compares to the traditional banking system, the statistics that are available don't even include the armored vehicles that move around the fiat. They don't include the gasoline that bank workers use and every other worker uses within the banking industry to go to and from moving their fiat. But the energy consumption of the banking system, which includes the operation of banks, ATMs, data centers, and processing transactions for maintaining security systems, is exponentially more significant. Some estimates suggest that just worldwide banking in terms of the data transfer and the system itself, not all the people that are moving around the cash and all of those activities there within, these estimates come out to 258.8 terawatts annually. Bitcoin takes up right around 140 terawatts annually. So it's nearly double just within the bank and the servers within the bank, not to mention all the security systems that back it up, not to mention all the security guards, all the bank workers, all of these different things, and the raw materials to print the damn shit to begin with. This is what we're up against. And honestly, if you were able to add up all of the energy consumption from banking institutions across the world, the energy usage of Bitcoin is minuscule in comparison. This is the gigantic scam that they are continually pounding down the throats of the average listener with people like Bill Mayer. Absolutely disgusting. And then we get to this. You remember this, Justin? Climate, change the code. Change the code of Bitcoin. Not the climate. Greenpeace of USA, EWG, and others launch a campaign to push Bitcoin to reduce climate pollution. And then they have these sad little teenagers holding their signs, Greta, the crypto Gretas. Do you remember this?
I remember Greta. I don't remember them trying to change the code of Bitcoin.
Yes. Guess who funded this shit?
Soros?
Well, you know what? It gets more crypto based.
Sam Bankman-Fried.
Fucking Brad Garlinghouse of
God.
XRP. Brad Garlinghouse. And they
So
were
is he
behind
a
this.
hyena voter? That tells me.
Dude,
where he
I
votes.
guarantee you, I would bet my bottom dollar on it. Absolutely. And Chris Larson already came out, yeah, that he is. And then what do you got? David Schwartz, yes,
Of course.
of course. And this artist Benjamin Von Wong and Greenpeace unveil a giant skull to highlight Bitcoin's climate impact. And instead, what they did is made the coolest fucking Bitcoin image ever created with this sculpture here. I mean, do you remember when they released this? This is
No, but it
all
looks
funded.
cool.
This is Ripple funding a hit campaign against Bitcoin in and of itself. Not to mention, Ripple also targeted Tether over and over again. They're a scam. They're a fraud. Keep investigating them. At a point, I'm literally at the point where I feel like the XRP is just part of the SEC. I feel like the XRP Ripple organization is one and of the same of the SEC, just to keep people on the side, but just to keep people confused. And this, you know, we got to highlight these hit campaigns that they made against Bitcoin. So the initial campaign included digital advertising by the Wall Street Journal, New York Times, MarketWatch, Politico, and Facebook. The ads included messages like Bitcoin, proof of money that isn't always green. does Bitcoin actually use more power than all of Sweden? Coalition members will all be mobilizing their large memberships to push Bitcoin's biggest investors and influencers. This is the same kind of conversational scam that's going on right now with this Inflation Reduction Act, where actually the $2 billion, a large portion of it's just being sent to Palestinian writers to get ready for their next move. 10 times that of what they got for the BLM movement, mind you. So, yeah, we're 10x, and we're paying for that out of our own tax dollars. They're taking our tax dollars to fund the next uprising. So, feels good, right? Really wonderful. And I hate the fact that people, like, you search on X for this type of information, nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Yeah, not even on X. I type in Brad Garlinghouse. Let's go see. I'll show you. Let's see here. Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple, Greenpeace. No one wants to talk about this shit. Bam. Nobody wants to talk about this. It's all about the lawsuit. It's all about, oh, poor me. I am against the SEC. I'm your hero. I'm fighting for you. None of this includes his funding of Greenpeace's hit campaign. What in the hell kind of world do we live in? You know what I mean?
Well, can you find it obviously on Google?
Yeah. If you go like this, and this is fun. You know, we'll go here. We'll go Ripple and Greenpeace. Let's do this.
Oh, you have to do that.
Yeah, you have to separate it. Water on Ripple invest 25 million. Greenpeace Energy, Bitcoin and Skull Satoshi. So you have it all. I mean, it's pretty well pushed down so that it's not everywhere, but here it is on Substack. You know, so at least you can find some recollection of reason behind this. This is an even cooler skull. I should have used this skull.
Yeah, it's not as great.
This one is sick, man. Like, look how cool they made us look. We're like the battlers against the traditional system right now. I feel like a Viking, like a crypto Viking. You know what I mean? And when it comes to the bear market, yeah, I'm going to put my bear Bitcoin maximalish hat back on because Bitcoin helps me insulate my value when the market decides to turn over and gut altcoins. But it's just so crazy. This is some highlights of the Greenpeace campaign. Coal-fired power plants are being revived to keep alive the growing electricity demands of Bitcoin mining. This is a horrifying development, given the urgent need to transition away from fossil fuels to prevent climate catastrophe. Our skull design serves as a powerful symbol, urging financial institutions to use their influence to advocate for code change that would reduce Bitcoin's electricity usage by a whopping 99%. They literally wanted to kill proof of work right here. And this
wasn't there some kind of facts that came out against all this stuff that it doesn't hurt?
Yes. Exactly. That's what I just highlighted. The banking institution, not even including all of the transport and all the raw production materials and everything else outside of the servers that are inside the bank, those double Bitcoin's annual usage on an annual basis, right then and there. You know what I mean? So
it's like the whole argument about, you know, how much energy it takes to make one of the batteries in a Tesla is enough to run like a household for like 5 years or something.
Well, and it just gets me aggravated because, you know, they were shilling those wind turbines real hard. And they're not even like recycling them. They're just laying them in the ground and letting them.
Those are massive.
Those are huge.
Those are freaking huge. And they kill birds.
They kill birds. They use tons of oil and fiberglass and all of those electronic components to create. And then they just fall apart within. So here's the deal. In order for a wind turbine unit to turn a profit and be a useful piece of infrastructure, it has to operate for more than 42 years. The average lifespan of the nacelles centrifuge is only 20 years. They have to replace the actual electronic centrifuge oftentimes 20 years into its lifespan, and usually the entire system is so degraded and broken down by 40 years that they just let it sit there and be an eyesore for people, or they tear it down and put it in the ground and it sits there scattering across the planet. That is what we're dealing with. That is what we're dealing with. It's the most idiotic shit I've ever had to. And you know what? This whole excitedness about BlackRock being all about Bitcoin ETFs, this only happened once 16 attorney generals from the United States took aim at Larry Fink and BlackRock for using their own state funds to target local economies, gas and oil economies that produced energy And BlackRock was out there shilling it to the World Economic Forum to destroy this infrastructure in the United States with our very own money, using our own money against us, weaponizing our own system. Literally, we put taxes down and we put investments down, and they're being weaponized against us. That's what's happening right now. It's absolutely insane. Poor kids love digging cobalt. Isn't that horrible, dude? I mean, go look at what's happening with cobalt. Cobalt, lithium. I mean, everyone wants to talk about equality and equity.
That's an old one, though. Like, yeah, go pick up some of those pictures, those cobalt
Yeah.
mines.
Let's go. Let's check it out. Let's check it out.
That was like 3 years ago they started becoming.
It didn't stop. It didn't stop. They just stopped talking about it. They just stopped talking.
It's
Look
like
at
little
this.
kids, right?
This is just insane. I mean, oh, God. This is so crazy.
Are they naked? Why are they naked?
Oh, my God. Let's see here. Let's get a translation. What is this? Sale of children in Congo for mining work and diamond prospecting. So they're selling children here to go work in the mines, right? And everyone's sitting here wanting to be all equitable and save the world by being green. This is what's happening right there. That's what's happening.
Those are the ones building your Apple phone.
Dude, it's so... And you know what? I was talking yesterday, the Apple phones are getting too damn big. Too damn big. Why do we need a phone that's larger than our pocket? You know what I mean? It's too much. It's too much. I am going to be getting a new phone here very soon. And I feel like downgrading and going back in time, honestly, sometimes. Now...
The Nokia brick phone?
I don't want to get a brick phone. I might get... Nokias are sick. Maybe
Nokia,
I should...
remember the old school ones?
Yeah, dude.
You can get those retro ones that still work on the network.
That'd be pretty alpha to have a Nokia phone. I think I would have to do that.
You can play Snake all day.
The Snake. Oh my God. Yeah. And here's just Nick Carter, a re-highlight of him. Community note crowd. This is false. The real number is 50 base points, not 70. Not a huge difference, but still 40% overestimate. Bitcoin consumption, 153 terawatts. And this is actually less now because it's more green. And then we compare it to the electricity generation worldwide, 29,000 terawatts. Okay, so a big difference on how much worldwide energy is produced compared to how much is actually utilized by the Bitcoin network. And holy shit, Elevator Man dropping even more members. Dude, you're keeping the lights on. Holy God. You know what? We might have to go out for lunch now. We might have to go out for lunch. And Isaac?
Yes,
your
sir.
paycheck's gonna have to wait because we need tacos.
That sounds tacos. That's a fair point.
You know what I
don't
mean?
blame you.
Tacos are important.
Tacos are great.
But you know, it's just really aggravating when the entire crypto market forgets about the hit campaigns that went after proof of work systems. Proof of work systems are the groundwork of why we have this entire awesome ecosystem of proof of stake and everything else built on top of the back of Bitcoin and proof of work, decentralized, slow transaction process that is a sound data set. Okay, so we can sit here and be happy about all of our layer one Ferraris that are in the garage. They don't have a paved road to drive down right now. The paved road to drive down is Web 2 communicating with Web 3 and all of the data sets and oracles in between those two worlds that I think are actually going to really do well as RWAs are taken more seriously. Tacos are life. Tacos are life. I absolutely agree. Model Y is a new 4,680 uses less raw materials. But 80 cobalt, 10 lithium, 10 copper. I wonder how many units. That is good to hear if that's true, that they're lessening the amount of raw materials. But you know what we need to do? We need to start focusing on not allowing the new version of slavery to happen for our nice little electronic our little gadgets. That'd be great, right? Now we also have this. U.S. nuclear plants won't power up big tech's AI ambitions right away. This is talking about where BlackRock and Microsoft are moving us. Planned by Microsoft to use the restart of 3 Mile Island nuclear reactor to help power its expanding data centers reflects the tech industry's hopes nuclear energy can be a quick and climate-friendly answer to this massive electricity need. At least, nuclear is a damn good energy source. And it's much less destructive as long as it's well operated and you don't, get hit by any massive, missiles, I guess. But this is interesting, and I've been talking about this for a very long. This is the New Deal, Justin. Have you heard my theory about the New Deal?
Not the new one, no.
Okay, so the New Deal, in my idea, is that United States is, wanting to uptick the GDP, want to retain world dominance of the economic specter, right? And we see China, they nipped at our heels, but now they're falling back behind because they're commercial real estate, but they are leaning into data center infrastructure, right? So Now we have BlackRock and Microsoft rolling out a starter package of $30 billion to build out data centers in the United States and power them with nuclear energy. Okay. And what BlackRock has talked about is essentially printing 10 to $20 trillion in the United States to hammer into new data centers and take dominance and control over the data throughput worldwide. That's, I've always been saying, data is the new oil. What
People have been saying that. I think, yeah, I've said that for 3 or 4 years now. Data is the new Bitcoin. It's the new currency. That's what in the development world, you can build the biggest and baddest product. They always want to know, like, what kind of data you're mining. What are you getting from your customer?
Mm-hmm.
What are you saving from your customers? So it's always been that. That's how you can pinpoint. You can figure out what people want. Got them.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what data is.
Well, and they just had so many decades of hit campaigns against nuclear facilities. Now we have a bunch that are shut down that are going to be restarted. They're going to be rehashed, and it's going to come. Like, I'm sitting here telling you this. I've been saying it for a long time. Here it comes, and U.S. is not going to let go of their dominance worldwide. They're going to build out a massive amount of data centers and provide the GPU bandwidth at large for AI to replace middle and lower class jobs. That's just the ugly reality of the situation we're looking at here. So lean in. I'm leaning into crypto to outpace what's coming for the middle and lower class, because I'm a middle class. I grew up a middle class guy.
I grew up a middle class.
She stole that line from me.
You, yeah.
She stole it.
Did you work at McDonald's?
I worked at a jerk chicken restaurant. My first job. I worked at Abo's Pizza.
They fact checked her. She never worked at.
No way.
She never worked there. Yeah.
Was she actually a call girl?
I don't know. I did hear that Judge Brown says that she did sleep her way to the top, but I heard that for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think the other picture, the dude was, I think it's Montel. Wasn't that his daughter he was with? And Kamala? I don't know if it was two chicks.
I don't know.
Look, this picture. We got to pull it up.
Montel Jordan?
Williams, I think it was Montel. We're going to look it up.
Oh, that guy.
Montel. Yeah, he's a throwback. Montel Harris. This picture is the gift that keeps on giving. Let's see here. Oh, God, there's Diddy in here. Oh, no.
Oh, wait.
Oh, no. What's the 2001 photo has been digitally altered. Okay, so they replaced Montel Williams with P. Diddy here. Savage. Here's Trump walking around all savage. Let's see here. Where's Montel? Look, where's this? There it is. I thought this is Montel's daughter, and that's Harris. So I don't think he was doubling down here and trying to disappoint two women at once. So fact check me in the chat.
What was she doing?
Dude, I mean, I think she was a call girl. I think she might have been a call girl. Yeah, daughter of Montel Kamala. Thank you. Dude, Mayor Willie Brown has 31 years older than her. She was definitely fessing up. The Poon for hire. Oh my God. Oh
so
my
wait,
God.
Was that her? Whose daughter is that?
That's Montel's daughter.
Okay,
yeah.
and
then Kamala's right here. Yeah. Willie Brown though, man, Willie Brown might be that smoking gun. So let's keep on moving here. We got Gensler shaking, freaking out. Moon Lambo. Wow, you're not kidding. His hands are literally shaking. Willing to bet this is because he's incredibly nervous. This is Gensler getting raked across the coals in front of God and country, and I'm here for it. Let's check it out.
It's to an earlier point, if I can, that this Howey standard is actually quite clear. One court said Howey provides clearly expressed test for determining what constitutes. It's to an earlier point, if I can, that this Howey standard is actually quite clear. One court said Howey provides clearly expressed test for determining what constitutes.
How in the world is he saying it's quite clear? He's purposely been muddying up the water for like years on this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, how is he possibly acting like it's a clear situation? And the way he moves his body, it just tells me this guy he's fucking with us. He's playing with us like ventriloquists would. I really don't believe a damn word this guy says. And another reason why I dislike Algorand is because of his endorsement way back in the day. If anyone, let's pull it up. Gensler, Algo. This is another reason beyond the Hillary thing. Gensler, Algo, MIT. Bam. This is when he was teaching at MIT. Gary Gensler knows his crypto. He is no fool when it comes to crypto. He's been teaching about it for a long time. Gensler's very first lecture at MIT. Why did he never post this? Basically states, let's have a, well, it's 2 minutes and 41 seconds.
That was coming out. That video is pretty popular. It's been
Let's
around.
do it.
Together with the folks from the Media Lab and CSAL and try to connect you to the technology side if you want to swim deeper in that pond. But the technology really, really matters. And that's why we are going to go through hash functions and go through asymmetric cryptography and so forth. From a business perspective, markets matter. Why is it that incumbents or startups are or are not doing this and that? Why is it 10 years in and nobody's got an enterprise-wide solution yet to payments that use blockchain? The law matters. The public policy side matters. And the fourth of Larry's layout, social norms. That's a little harder for me to teach. That's not what this class is about, but it also affects all this. It's not just the technology, the markets, and the law. So it's not just a three-legged stool, it's kind of a four-legged stool. How'd I do, Larry?
See, he's no stranger to crypto, man. And this is a long time ago. And yeah, Algorand was one of the first things that he was out there shilling to the MIT kids that are out there learning about how to code it.
Ethereum, too. He was teaching on Ethereum.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, you know, look at how Ripple people take this. Ripple itself, this is where things get so jacked up. Ripple is widely adopted and going to be used. It's not the plaything that is XRP token that's going to find this moonshot from Ripple. Ripple's instituted. XRP is an outdated, not even actual cryptocurrency that is going to be an afterthought. They're going to use Ripple. XRP, not so much. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. Just got to bring you the truth. Now, here's more. Gary Gensler getting dragged in our leveling. Let's just have a listen to this.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Gensler, suppose I were to sell you a Yankee ticket and tell you that the Yankee ticket could appreciate in value and could be resold at a profit in the secondary market. And as is the case with all sports tickets, suppose the proceeds from the sale of the Yankee ticket goes toward paying for the Yankee game. By selling you the Yankee ticket, am I entering into an investment contract with you and therefore conducting an unregistered security offering?
I appreciate the question. I don't know all the facts and circumstances, but I don't think so. I mean, I know where we're headed here, Representative, but I don't think so in that Yankee.
So a Yankee ticket is not, and why is the Yankee ticket not a security?
Well, it's really a question, and the courts have been clear on this, is the offer and sale.
Specifically with a Yankee ticket, though, when you're buying a Yankee ticket, what are you purchasing?
You're buying
access to a Yankee game. Is that fair to say?
I understand. It's been a while since I went to a Yankee game, but that's.
You're welcome to a Yankee game.
I used to live in New York, and my three daughters were all born in New York.
He grew up a middle-class guy, right? He's just a simple guy, and he just can't answer the damn question straight. You know what I mean? And this is something it's kind of interesting for you, Justin, because you're heavily into NFTs. They go after NFTs pretty openly. You know what I mean? And the idea that, now we've gotten the clarity that secondary sales of crypto isn't a security, but they're still coming after NFT companies and all of this other arbitrage. Do you see a day, if Gensler stays in power, is there a day where he's going to give up and be like, all right, you guys, just have your crypto market, let it go? What do you think? Are they actually going to let it go?
No. If Gensler stays in power, that means the orange man didn't win. And that means that there's a really interesting podcast. PBD just did a podcast with Bill O'Reilly. Remember Bill O'Reilly?
Oh yeah.
The great Bill O'Reilly. And he goes in and talks about if the hyena wins, everybody's in trouble, top to bottom. And so to say if Gary Gensler's still in power, he will destroy crypto at that point. He's had 4 years to really kind of cripple it, but I think if he has another 4 years, he will destroy it. And I take what he says seriously. He was on, was it with what's the guy, Jim Cramer?
Yeah.
And he said they're being indicted, they're being extradited from other countries. They're being brought. There's people that are going to be put in prison in the future that they're already looking at. And I take that seriously. He's really going after people in the space. some of the most flamboyant people, some of the developers, some of the companies, some of the influencers.
Even Uniswap, dude, that like supports the Dems. They're going after him actively.
Uniswap dev lives in New York. They're going after him. You know, and so there's a lot that he's going to do if he stays in power. But if he stays in power, we have a much bigger problem.
Yeah.
We have a much bigger problem.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. You know what I mean? And like we've have the hyena pandering to crypto recently. This is from Paul Grewal. Yes or no question. Do you agree with the Harris statement that the U.S. should encourage innovating technologies like digital assets while protecting investors and consumers? You got Hester Peirce. She's like second in charge at the SEC. Yes. Crenshaw. Yes. Uyeda. Yes. Lizarga. Yes. And Gensler. Well, that depends, right? And this is the dude that leads up everything. He is the top dog at the SEC. Hester Peirce, even with all of her dissent, and this is wrong, and yada, 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 I stand up for the people, I'm here to help you, hasn't been able to do shit, honestly. She says nice things, but this guy has had the warhammer in his hand. And I do agree with you. There are even considerations if the hyena takes this selection process, takes control of the selection process. In a few months, November, that Gensler will be leading the Treasury Secretary position, taking that spot from Janet Yellen. Even more power. Even more power. What do we do then? I mean, do we fight back in a democratic manner? Or do you think we're going to vote our way out of this, right? That's the funny part about it for me.
No voting our way out of it.
I know.
No voting.
That's why you got to hang out with people like me, is because there is no voting our way out of this. We have to decentralize the future. I made a post last night. And it is my very internal thoughts. Follow me on X. First of all, this internal thought, you need to try this eco-friendly bug steak. Here's me responding, shout out. But this, nation states over-leveraged on evaporative loans in fiat-based systems will collapse and bow to Bitcoin. The revolution will not be centralized. And in my opinion, I feel like the founding fathers of this country would be Bitcoin maxis. I do feel that way. And that's actually one of the first videos that the Blockchain Basement came out with, was why I feel that way. So if you have time, go check out that old school stuff. Let's see here. Apple stock, yes. XRP Ledger and Tech will be the core. Veins, RSD. XRP is the blood. See, they keep thinking that XRP is going to be the blood behind, the pump. Let's take a look at XRP's chart. Let's take a look.
Let's set them straight.
Let's take a look. Let's go in. I'm here for it. Because, they get confused because Ripple is working with Volante on the FedNow system, right? It is a part of the new financial system. XRP-L and Ripple are two different things. This is the XRP price chart, okay? And this is years of time frame. XRP, very old school crypto project, and a lot of the accounts that I see just continuously shilling this thing either bought the top and are trying to find exit liquidity, or they just got really up on it. They're up, thousands of % even at this spot right here. But a lot of the new people coming into crypto, they've experienced this, this, and it is like slightly higher lows. But if I talk about blue balls, this entire bull market, this is what blue balls looks like. Okay. And every single time, let's zoom in. Let's go to TradingView, because every single time this project hits 70 cents, or like it feels like the last year, 74 cents, Ripple dumps hard on everyone's face. And then they sit there and take it because they believe in the future of banks / CBDCs. I don't get it. I'm here to show you what the hell is actually going on. And it makes me sick. So this, what do you got?
You're not going to get, I'm just going to say this. You're not going to get rich with XRP. I just want to say that real quick.
Well,
you're not going to get rich buying XRP.
It goes from fiat to XRP instantly over to the bank, and then they sell it for fiat immediately. And there's like a 0.00001 fee, so there is no deflation.
But even to invest into it, I just don't even like the conversation of investing into it. Don't even invest into it. It's not. There's so many other opportunities where you can get a 5. You can't even get a 5x out of XRP.
Dude, I 2x'd Aerodrome in 20 days.
Yes. I 2x'd Aerodrome instantly when it came out. Instantly.
Yeah. When did you get in on it?
Like right when it hit Coinbase.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, do you remember the number? I got in at 18 cents originally.
I can't remember what it was, but I remember it 3 or 4xing instantly.
Yeah, dude.
Got it right when it got listed.
It's a great project. It is a fucking great project. And like people that are fading this base rollout, I mean, they're fading the fact that Coinbase is custodying ungodly amounts of Bitcoin for the largest financial institutions on the planet, they're going to get left behind. I'm sorry, but you got to pay attention to what's actually happening, folks. So this Caroline Ellison sentenced to 2 years in the federal pen as part of the plea deal. She looks stoked. What a lovely face this one has on her.
Gollum, very Gollumish.
Very Gollumish.
Love it.
Very much. Do you think she's going to actually serve out this full 2 year time frame? They said that she was a good girl in interrogations. Do you think she's going to have to serve the whole thing?
Probably not.
Yeah.
She probably, I could see like how she could be coerced into doing the things that she did and kind of overpowered. Also, she had a lot of the same problems as the first guy that was here. She was hopped up on a lot of the diet pill stuff.
Really?
So she made a lot of bad. Yeah. There's stories about her on Adderall and major Adderall kick between him and Sam Bankman-Fried. Yeah, pull up Sam Bankman-Fried, SBF Adderall parties, or Adderall SBF FTX.
All right,
Google it. You'll see.
parties. Let's see here. Adderall oh yeah. Probably one of the best crypto parties been to. Good vibes, zero cringe. Oh, these.
No, but they found, yeah.
Where
if
is
you go to Google. You can find it in Google.
All right.
But Sam Bankman-Fried, and it's very known. I'm surprised you don't remember this.
I do remember
they
it.
did add a lot of Adderall at FTX.
Mm-hmm.
They were just locked themselves up in that penthouse in the Bahamas.
I remember, and that was a sick penthouse they had. A bunch of love sex.
A lot of Adderall. So I can see how she could be taken over.
Why can't I
maybe
find
don't
this?
put parties.
Fine. I wanted the party picture though, you know.
He wasn't getting his Adderall. Yeah, remember when he in the Bahamas
Oh,
in
yeah.
the jail, he asked the court to give him his Adderall.
Denies Bankman on his request trial delay and asking the judge for more Adderall. Man, what a freaking addict.
So I can see how she probably could be somewhat of a victim.
Yeah.
Somewhat
Fair enough. But she does look like Gollum, so there's
very
that.
Gollumish.
Now this. Great. U.S. lawmakers planning for a possible mass casualty event, proposing a constitutional amendment to replace members quickly and change various lines of secession in the event of a national crisis. Now, what's the over-under that this is relating to the selection process? You know, I mean, do you think that things are going to get spicy after the selection process has, either way it goes? Because the country's pretty wound up right now. I will say that. Do you think that they're changing these things, getting ready for post-November?
Probably.
You think so?
Probably. Yeah. They're already. So, did you see the Oprah thing with the hyena?
Oh,
Yep.
yes. That is so disgusting.
Meryl Streep, she already said it. She goes, "So I know you're gonna win.
Oh, yeah.
Hyena.
Oh, yeah.
But what about January 6th?
Scary.
8th? What are we
my
gonna do? What are we gonna do?" So she's already putting it out there that something crazy is gonna happen.
Yeah, like martial law, locking down all the scary red people. So terrifying. It's just, I feel very sketchy in my bones about this November selection process. Either way it goes. Honestly, if we do see our process actually happen, then the orange one will return. If we see them capture it the same way as 2020, then the hyenas at the top cackling at all of us. And I've spent 8 years being told my voice doesn't matter in this country and that I am the R word for voting for Trump. What do you think that kind of conversation? We've already seen multiple attempts on Trump's life from
That's what I
people
was just
dehumanizing.
Do you think there would be more attempts on the?
Oh, yes. Yes,
What's
I do.
the next? Poison?
Well, they
Yeah.
tried poison at the rally, I feel
You
like.
believe that was?
I do.
What was that? Some kind of ire to what was it? Is there pictures of that? I just got the tail end of that one.
No, we had just reports. We didn't get pictures of the victims, but basically they had to go to the hospital. Their eyes were swelling up. It was like some sort of amorphous substance released in the air is what it looked like. So, yeah, I don't think that Trump's out of the woodwork yet as far as staying alive till November.
What do you
He's
think
got
he
it.
should do? Think he should be hunkered down, staying put?
No. If it was me, I would be, come get me. Make me a martyr. Let's light this candle. That's my conviction to this country. And Trump seems to have pretty good conviction to the country. So, and he's like 80. He's like at the end of his life. Like, what does he give a damn? Like, he's got energy. He's 80.
Yeah, but I look at it like this. Okay, let's say they take him out. God forbid. We all think, we all want to stand up. We all want to go to the streets. We all want to, but we all know what's going to happen if that happens.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
So, nothing good. And so I look at it more of like, we need to preserve him, get him in there, let him stay behind the walls of the White House for a year, get everything settled out. Really, this time, really do what he needs to do. Clean house. Gut it from top to bottom.
He didn't gut it good enough last time.
He didn't gut it, and he's not even on record saying that. I didn't know how bad it was.
Yeah, and well, we see the guy that rhymes with Horos just purchased 220 radio stations right in time before November, this election process. So he's out there taking control of a radio station reach of 165 million Americans just in time. Really great news. Just plans to control the narrative some more. Matt Gaetz points out how much we spend on the Ukraine versus our own military corporations. It is exponentially more. We're giving aid to Ukraine rather than our own country and our soldiers here.
What was that thing that he come out saying that there's like groups, 5 groups in the United States right now going out funded, trying to get.
Really? I didn't catch that.
Yes, there's like my brother called and told me about that. I'll find it.
Okay.
Later.
Yeah, that's catchy. God.
There's more people right now.
Yeah, and of course the FCC allows it. They allow Horos to go out there and control the narrative even more than he already does. He already owns AP. AP controls most of the visual media out there. It's just so insane. It's so insane. Now, let's see here. We got about 20 minutes, so we're gonna go back into altcoins. There's just so much to rant about. We got Thomas Massey going after the food industrial complex. The people who manufacture poisons that show up in our food should not be in charge of telling you which poisons can be in your food. End corruption in the government, reform the FDA, USDA, and CDC so that people have real choices and honest information, uncorrupted by corporate influence. That would be absolutely fantastic. And I'm in trouble now in my neighborhood because I told everyone how good my eggs were. I took a picture of all the eggs, and people are coming after me for these eggs. Like, there's a shortage of good eggs out there. I don't know why, but I think I need to turn into like a chicken tender, like an actual chicken tender, chicken farmer. It's kind of a pain in my ass, but let's see if it happens or not. They're out there. I heard from Nick, they'll pay $12 a dozen up there in Marietta for the free range chicken eggs, the organic ones. Yeah. So, might be another way to DCA here. All right. Oh God, this was so sad. Please support this channel so I don't end up like Alex. It looks like InfoWars is going to be liquidated and auctioned off in November, with the U.S. bankruptcy judge Christopher Lopez stating he will approve the auction. So disappointing to see this going forward. Shout out to you, Alex. You've been fighting this fight for 3 decades, it feels like. Holy God. Elon wants to go to Mars. He wants to build cities there. I would like to go to Mars. That's nice to have. But what's important, that we establish a self-sustaining city on Mars. I think we're going to have to wait till like the end of this decade or the end of this century even to build cities on Mars. In your lifetime, Justin, do you think that you're going to see cities on Mars built out?
No.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not. No. We're not even, not in Elon. No, not in our lifetime. I just don't see it. You might see like a foundation board or something like that. But outside of that, you got to think of like what you're dealing with. You don't have the freedom of walking outside in Mars. Like, you don't have the freedoms of just simple things that you take for granted here on Mars. Everything's 1,000x times more dangerous than it would be on Earth. And we're nowhere close to that. Nowhere close to that. We were supposed to have flying cars by now. In the 80s, it was the flying Jetsons? Cars. So yeah, so like, come on, having houses on Mars or buildings on Mars. No, we're not anywhere close to that. We're probably 200 years, 300 years from that, I would believe.
Yeah, I mean, I think like 2100, sure, I could imagine a city on Mars that, the elites can travel to. But outside of that, I really, really don't think that we're going to be seeing to and from traffic going back and forth to Mars.
I mean, you've seen the video of the Russian space station. I mean, does that seem like fun to you? Like,
it doesn't seem like we're ready for that, man. It does not
who
seem
wants
like
to
we're ready for that.
And yeah, that looks horrible. It sounds like a nightmare.
Look at Chucky Ho exclusive. Ethereum is a dictatorship, claiming Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson. Hoskinson argues that Vitalik Buterin exerts too much influence over the development of the decentralized network. Chucky chimed in on this one. I'm just going to stop giving you guys interviews. I've had enough of the dramatic headlines and wasted interviews. Shout out to Lock Sky for gifting the 5 memberships too. Really appreciate you. Cole's Content got one. Well, shout out to you, dude. Scotty Swing, Retro Beast, Mike Klebesedel, Woods 25, y'all, the new members. You can go to the Discord, join the OG chat. I'm always dropping my my chart analysis there, and I'm gonna start rolling out my gardening process. I'm a huge gardener, and I really like producing my own food. So I feel like I need to be putting more content out there. And also, I go out there and look at the spiders every night. Have you been looking at the spiders? Oh, dude, yeah.
What is going on with those? They're everywhere.
Well, and you know what we have a lot of is Joro spiders and garden spiders. You might be thinking of the Joro spider, but just mistaken it. Let's look at it.
The orb spider.
Yeah, Joro spider. This one it's an invasive species from, I think it's Japan.
God, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, these are Joro spiders.
But type in banana spider.
All right,
they look
let's
the same.
go.
Now,
Let's
are
see.
these spiders poisonous? These
No.
spiders?
No, and they're very good for, well, they might be poisonous, but they don't really attack people very much. Banana spider. These are very good for killing bugs, though. Banana spider. These are actually what they call garden spiders, and they have a thicker butt. And I have some of them that I can hear their feet walking on my metal sheds outside. When I go outside and I can hear them walking away from me, I can hear them ticking. Like, I can really hear them. They get very big. Like I've seen some that are like 6 inches across. These are pretty nasty.
The banana ones.
Michael King.
Type in like if they're poisonous, venomous. Like,
no, these are not poisonous. Poisonous. Let's see here. Let's see if I'm wrong about that. Level of venom in a banana spider depends on the species. Not all banana spiders are venomous. Let's see here. Yeah, do bite humans, and they are poisonous. Their bites to children are particularly what? Oh, geez. What is this? This is bad. I mean, that's not great. It's pretty hard to get bit by these things. I know venom is toxic to the nervous system. The bites can cause symptoms. I gotta leave them around the house, though, man. I gotta leave them around the house. They kill a lot of bugs. They kill a lot of bugs.
But look, do you want your children to be bit by one of those?
Fuck, these things are everywhere.
They're everywhere. They build shit on my truck every morning. Like I get on my truck and I have webs on my truck.
Yeah, and then I've ran into them where they hit my hat and they're freaking like stuck on my hat, falling down and stuff, dude. Like they're all over the place. We get sidetracked so easily on this show. Sorry, we're gonna get back to this. Chucky Ho Ho calling out. I mean, I kind of thought it was silly that he's saying that Vitalik is a dictator of Ethereum. Chucky is a pretty centralized figurehead of Cardano. Like, if should anything happen to Cardano or to Chucky, Cardano's going to suffer. No matter how decentralized he thinks the nodes are or anything like that, it's got this figurehead at the front of it. It is no Bitcoin. It is no Satoshi Nakamoto. Painful erections. Whoa. Where did that come from?
That's the spider when it bites you.
Oh, my God. That is terrible. Now, Justin, Cardano. You've held Cardano for a long time. Do you still hold Cardano?
No.
You don't?
I got out of it.
You got out of it?
Yeah, a long time ago.
When did you get out? What price
last cycle,
point?
I have not bought back in.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see it. I don't see it being much of a like what is it gonna do that everything else is not already doing right now? Like it had a little run up last cycle with the NFTs. It's having a hard time breaking into the meme coin space. There's a few meme coins on Cardano, so that told me a lot as well. Outside of that, okay, DeFi, you can add into some liquidity pools on one of their dexes, but what else are they going to tie into? AI. The blockchain doesn't work like that. Their blockchain doesn't work like the traditional blockchains that we're used to. It just doesn't.
Well, BJ sent me something he's real excited about, the Revolut app. Are you familiar with this thing, the Revolut app?
No.
Saying that they enabled ADA deposits and withdrawals finally, and a lot of ADA people are really excited that this is going to add a ton of liquidity. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment. Like, is this app adding? I mean, you would assume that this was already available, but apparently it wasn't. Now they've added deposits and withdrawals. Is this enough to move the buck for Cardano? It hasn't died on the vine 100%. I mean, it is still trying here. Oh, God, this XRP graph. Look at talk about blue balls. And this is the clarity. Move my face. Look at this. This is the secondary assets are not securities clarity. And I was like, this is it. This is the proving ground, because I still held a ton of XRP at this point. This candle lasted maybe a day.
That was when they announced it was over.
I was running around the office. Oh my God, it's happening. Because I was right there with you guys. I've been studying XRP for like 6 years. I was waiting for this moment. I was holding XRP before the lawsuit even, kicked into effect. And, this was the proving ground, seeing it give up all of it and more. Absolutely took the wind out of my sails. Ever having this idea of XRP going to the moon, this was the kill spot for me in that thought process. So when I did see it return to these 70-cent levels, I got out and never looked back. And my original buy point was 17 cents. So I still made a good, few X's. I think it was like 4X or something like that. Drew is an XRP man. Honestly, I used to be a huge proponent of XRP and just finding out all of the dirty secrets and how much Ripple's been dumping on us per month, and finding out that the XRP token in and of itself isn't even part of the plan for Ripple in the long term, finding out that Ripple holds 80% of the supply, and that's where all of these jackknife dumps come from. Takes a little wind out of my sails. You know what I mean? Takes a little wind out of my sails. So I've been explaining why through this whole process. And I really think that, we need to be very honest with ourselves, especially from me and my standpoint. I am out here trying to show you guys the new projects, trying to show you guys where the old projects are. And I have a lot of responsibility, I feel, on my shoulders to bring you the truth when it comes to these things. And yes, I know more about Ripple and XRP than 99% of the people out there. But there's also a reason why I feel the way I do. Okay. So just understand when I say that. Now, this Paul World, they're getting sued by, what was it, Pokemon or something like that? But Paul World rolled out on PS5 today. I kind of want to check this out. Hold on. This kind of looks like a cool game. Probably just got copyright whatever from that. Honestly, it's kind of like Final Fantasy, but with Pokemon mingled in there. There's been a lot of debate on it, because I think a few of the development team of this game came from the crypto realm. So there's been a lot of speculation if crypto is going to be integrated into Paul World. Looks like the rollout does not include that, but gaming and this whole idea of rolling crypto into a Pokemon-ish type scenario has always been on the back of my mind. Like, I've always wondered why in the hell we don't have NFTs of Pokemon cards. Why has that not been a thing? Maybe it's for financial control. These organizations that came out with like Niantic controls Pokemon, and I can't imagine
they don't want to break it. We've had conversations with some of those, and a lot of people. What's really weird is like some of the hardcore gaming people and communities are very anti crypto and anti NFT. At least they were last cycle.
Really? Well, it takes away from the pocketbook, right?
It takes away from the industry's pocketbook, but it really, for the end user, it actually makes them makes them wealthier, because instead of you just spending all your time for nothing, if you have an NFT that you're upgrading constantly, that you can resell on a secondary market, now your time is worth something. So. Yeah. But getting that message across to these people, I found, is just impossible.
Yeah, absolutely. And another great partner of this channel, Constellation DAG. We are seeing some huge moves on Constellation DAG. This is the monthly chart, and I am feeling damn blessed to not only have built a bag, it's a pretty substantial bag of this thing over the years. I've been buying it all in the $3 range, all of this red BS. I've felt like adding to my position. DAG is waking up in a big way. I've been posting about it a lot, and I saw this from Dagnum, and I might be able to qualify to earn PACA token, earn PACA rewards with DAG. So I'm going to have to go and check if I'm eligible at Lattice Exchange, but I think it's the top 100 people on X that have been consistently tweeting about Constellation DAG would qualify for this. Kind of interested to see if I do qualify for this or not. But, you know, as far as price-wise, Constellation DAG, it's a pretty old project. It's been around since like 2018, and it really didn't do shit the last bull market. It was very undiscovered. And this time we come up to the bull market peak of what we had all the way up till then. It was flat, and then it wasn't. A 41-cent all-time high. A good amount of the supply is already out by now. The Iron Spider project has continued to move forward with the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, all of these massive American organizations. I am an American maxi. I'm an American tech maxi. So that's why I really, you know, and me, I love utility tokens and data security and the design of a directed acyclic graph. I don't think the world quite understands yet. That is why I feel like that there is plenty of upside for me in my investments in Constellation DAG. This thing is sitting at an $89 million market cap right now. It's number 397 as far as market cap size on CoinMarketCap. So I'm pretty excited for that little moon bag. Now we got this CZ's release, Bet on Drift coming out with CZ release betting info. Will CZ tweet 4 within a week after his release? What's the over and under? Because they're saying yes is a 64% chance. If you're voting no, then you're gonna win bigger. Are you, Isaac? Are you on the drift betting program right now?
I'm not on the drift betting program.
We might have to put in a bet on this.
We might have to, but I've been, ever since I've heard this CZ being released at the end of this week.
Yeah.
More focused on longing BNB on 2-bit.
God, you son of a bitch. You're going to long it on 2-bit?
I'm going to long it on 2-bit, everybody. If you want to go use 2-bit, go check the link in our description.
Let's go here. I want to
start trading with us.
Where is this? Because I don't want to put a long in just off the narrative. Ooh, we're getting a little haircut price-wise. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let's back up a little bit. This is the daily. Taking a good haircut on the daily, down 591. Remember I was looking at this, I wanted like a 575, maybe a 550 entry point on this long. He's getting out in like a few days though, right? I mean, like, I think it's like 2 or 3 days when he gets out. When is the CZ release date?
I think it's the 28th.
28th CZ release date. Let's see here. Because I want to see a little bit more of a haircut on that price action before. September 29th.
Okay.
That's the 25th right now, so we got 4 days. Ooh. I think there's some room to take a little haircut. CZ can't take any haircuts. He has no hair. He's already pulled over. But you know what? A long on BNB would look pretty juicy for me if we do get all the way down to $557. I think that's my moment. It's point of control that I'm looking at right here. Look at this. Look at this zigzag accumulation pattern. These are essentially at the all-time highs of the last market, right? Everyone's been asleep on BNB. It's sitting here ranging at its previous all-time highs. Pretty incredible. The point of control on this bad boy sits at 500. Well, actually, it's 591 now. Jesus. God, if you back up and look at the whole range, it's 591.
Did you know when you signed up back in the day for Binance, they gave you 50 BNB coins?
50 BNB coins?
50 free BNB coins, and BNB was less than, it was like, the 50 was worth 50 cents.
Oh my God.
And you just traded it away. I mean, instantly, you just like gave it away.
Oh, that is so sad, dude. Oh my God. 50. How much is that worth now? What is that? 50 times $600? Do that real quick. That back of the napkin. Look at it. It's ranging at its previous all-time high, though. Like, pretty incredible. Even
to break out.
I know. And this is with all of the DOJ FUD putting the leader in prison. What you got, Isaac? How much is it?
It's about $30,000.
Yeah.
$30,000.
Oh my God. $30,000 for free.
Yeah.
Holy, how many people do you think actually hodled that? Probably very few. Nobody. Oh my God.
Nobody did.
That is so crazy, bro. Yeah, it used to be 10 cents when it came out. Absolutely nuts. But here it is sitting here ranging. It's not going to die, in my opinion. CZ's going to get out. This thing's going to probably break out and beyond its all-time high and go into price discovery before the rest of the market. A gigalong on BNB might be my true money printer. Holy shit. Now that I'm really thinking about it. They've done everything they can to kill it, and it just will not die. 4. He's got 4, you know, so we'll see. We'll see what it does. Let's see here. Hydra nodes on Cardano can fully run Doom. I saw Crypto Crow was playing Doom on Cardano. That's kind of interesting to see. What's your thoughts on that?
just Cardano. Like, okay, you're playing it on a node. What does that do though? Like, okay, what is the use case for that? Like, think about how does that help any ecosystem by being, because right now, you know, you can upload Mario Brothers onto an NFT on Ethereum and play that 8-bit Mario Brother game on an NFT on Ethereum or any EVM chain. But what does that really do?
Well, you can even do it on Bitcoin.
You can do it on Bitcoin too. But what does that do? You know what I mean? Like, okay, great, we did something cool. It's fun. Wow.
Yeah.
It doesn't really do anything. Like, you know, that's the point I'm trying to make. Is like with Cardano, what are they going to do that's going to make a difference? Their blockchain is slower than most everybody's blockchain. It gets you think Solana gets congested. Cardano gets way more congested. I don't know if you remember back during last cycle, during the NFT rush on JPEG Store, you could not get it. Like on the front banner, it would say the network is congested, and like you would have to wait an hour to even try to get a transaction off. So I'm just saying it's got problems. Y'all can call me a hater if you want, whatever. It's just got problems.
We've just been around, man, because you were in that ecosystem very heavily. I remember that.
Yeah, I was in it.
You know, and so moving forward, where I feel like the real squeeze is here, AI, RWAs, Grayscale talking about Arweave, Render, Near, and Akash are going to be the top 4 high potential AI coins of Q3 2024. Honestly, I've been printing out here on Near protocol. Render, I got out at $10. I'm sitting here swooping around like a vulture looking for my next entry point. Market's been pretty juicy the last few weeks, so I haven't felt like it's my moment. Arweave looks pretty opportunistic right now. Let's go into the graphs here and see, where did my coin market cap go? Oh man, we've been looking at spiders, CZ. There's so much to talk about today. There really is. What do we got here? What? You know, spiders are cool. When I was a kid, I had tarantulas, and everyone thought I was nuts. But I had like the rose hair.
Their hairs off.
Oh yeah, and they itch. You know, and one time one of my tarantulas got out. My mom found it in her shoe in the closet. Like, it was sitting there building a nest inside my mom's shoe, and she freaked the hell out when she found that, man.
You remember what was that movie? Arachnophobia.
Oh God, that was such a good movie. God, you're throwing me back with that one, man. And that's okay. So Arachnophobia. God. Okay, hold on. Arachnophobia. My shed looks exactly like the image from when the dude walks into his barn. Where is this? Let's see here. God, this is so fun. No, let's see the barn. The barn. This is such a good movie. Let's see here. Where is it? I think it was. Yeah. Here we go. This is what my freaking sheds look like. Just covered. Like, I have to put a hockey stick in there and just kind of swirl it around.
Banana spiders?
Well, it's like tiny little brown widows. Banana spiders are usually on that side.
Brown widows, or are you talking about brown recluse?
No, they're not brown recluse. I did get bit by a recluse, though, this year. My foot was trying to fall off from it. That was not fun.
Oof,
but brown widows, you know, they're less dangerous slightly than black widows, but they're all over the damn place in my shed. So I have to sit there and swirl around a stick, bringing me back to nightmares. I just had to, man. This is such a good movie.
Dan
throwback.
Aykroyd. No. Dan. What's his name?
Let's see.
Who's the actor in there that's just a big fat guy?
Oh, was it John? Let's see here.
John. What's his name?
Actors.
Goodman.
Oh, John Goodman. Yeah. Let's see here.
He was the
John Goodman. What a guy. Did he die?
No, he's still
there. Okay. Julian Sands. Jeff Daniels from the Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah,
what a guy.
There.
Dude, what happened to Brendan Fraser? Have you seen Brendan Fraser?
He's massive.
Oh my God. We got to look at it. Brandon.
He's got meat sweats.
Is it Brandon
Fraser?
Is it Owen?
Probably.
That's scary. Brandon Fraser. This guy is really plumped up. I think it was for like a movie.
For a movie, yeah.
Wow. Just so different. Way different than that movie he did with the Devil Lady, the Satan worshiper.
Look right next to you. That's him and Tarzan.
What a change. Life comes at you quick. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So now Arweave. It's only up by 1% on the day. The inflationary pressures are done on this bad boy. And really, it's looking pretty damn strong. I'm seeing a double bottom on these two attempts to break lower at about $18. And it's not out of its opportunity zone for me. So Arweave looks like a good squeeze. Render, I got to check this out. $6. Let's see here. Another double bottom. Look at this. We're seeing double bottoms all over the place on these good tokens. I kind of feel like if we don't get a pullback before the selection process, man, that might be all that she wrote for that one. You know, we might be moving on that.
I think you got to place your bets now. I really do.
Yeah.
I think it is like no matter which way it goes, the market's going to pump. It just depends on if it goes one way, it's going to pump harder and for a little bit longer. Thing is, it's going to pump either way, but it's going to pump shorter if it goes a certain way.
Yeah. Man, we're really getting people worked up about Brandon Fraser movie. George of the Jungle, that was a good one. Journey to the Center of the Earth, I think he did too.
Mummy, he did Mummy.
God, Mummy was so good.
Mummy was good. He did several of those.
Mummy was so good. Airheads, best. Oh, that was a good one too. All right, so now we got to keep looking at this. Near Protocol. This one's going to absolutely melt face come March, in my opinion. Again, another NVIDIA conference. My original buy is at $1.90, so I'm feeling good about it. It's one of the new bags. Another double bottom, just looking juicier than hell. God, this
What's
whole
the market cap on Near?
Near it's up there. It's at a 5.8 billy.
Ooh.
But I think this thing can accomplish around 30, maybe 40 bill. And I'm trying to be conservative. I don't think it's going to be the top 10. In my opinion, the top 10 is going to be made up of $200 billion market caps on up at the peak of this bull market cycle. So I think as long as it holds within the top 20, we're going to be looking at some juicy returns. Currently number 17. It doesn't need to take over the world, just needs to continue being in the limelight with NVIDIA, being a part of AI focus, and it is going to do just fine. But so much room for activities right now, honestly. And this last pump, I hate buying huge green candles. Look at this, Chainlink waking the hell up 5% on the day, 18, nearly 20% on the week. Feels good, man. Feels good.
Those are good ones to long too.
What's that?
Those are good ones to long too. Link's a good one to long.
Oh, I love. Yeah, I mean, Link is, in my opinion, when this RWA craze in BlackRock reinstates the fact that yes, we're tokenizing real estate. Yes, we're going to be tokenizing all these different things. The RWA understanding and the importance of data sharing, provable data sharing, is going to be extremely important. That's why DAG, Link are some of my greatest conviction tokens outside of all of these other AI plays. Ondo sitting here having a 5% day, up 31% on the week. Great. Really feeling good about that. Algorand, is this thing ever going to pump again? It's at 13 cents. It's up 1% on the month, 41% on the year. So you got a 0.5x on the year for Algorand, but it did pump up to 32 cents at a moment. God, Jesus. This is just, and I really, like, I have a heart for the people in the ISO realm. They're trying to sit here investing in like the next dollar, you know, but man, like, what is going on with this? It just, you know, it feels good. Bought more Link a week ago. Good for you, man. I just have gotten way more good stories out of people that instead of sitting here waiting for CBDCs to make them rich, have moved into RWA and AI plays, and they're absolutely crushing it out there. I can tell you exactly when algo will pump. Tell me, IMJ. I want to know. Nosana. Haven't researched Nosana yet. I'll make sure I do so. But let's see here. If we got anything else to cover. God, it just never ends. Look at this. Dusty, what are you doing? Dusty, the XRP move has not even begun yet. They're highlighting the 2017 run, which it was incredible. People made a lot of money on this, fractions of a penny, up to, you know, $2.60 right about. XRP 2021, you moved from, and I bought this. My bag was 17 cents. I did buy this, but the peak, muted by the SEC lawsuit, obviously, peaked out at $1.60, a lower high, then fell all the way back down. Here we are, sitting blue-balled at 51 to 60 cents, and he draws some squiggly lines to make it all the way up
to $16.
Yeah, that's what they think. That's what they think. This is so crazy, man. This is just so crazy.
If that was the case, it would already be at like $3.
Yes, absolutely. It'd have to be messing with and be breaking out of its previous all-time high to be able to reach that level, even from a speculatory standpoint. Now, and outside of this institutional money is going to finally use it, they're not going to hold XRP. There's no holding XRP. They're not going to keep an asset with that level of volatility. It's wake up. You got to kind of yell sometimes. But with that being said, what is it? Is it we're gonna do some deadlifts today, Isaac.
Possibly.
Are we
yeah.
doing deadlifts today?
I'm good at deadlift today. I have my belt and everything.
You got your belts? All right. Well,
Daddies.
we're gonna do some daddies here. Make sure you guys say hello to Crypto Taco at DGen Alpha on the way over there. We're gonna raid DGen Alpha. Tell Taco we said hello from the blockchain basement. I appreciate every single one of you out there for joining us on the show. Go grab yourself a cold wallet. Arculus Cold Storage, the best way to get your money into your own control, your own hands. Use code BASE10 to get yourself one of these bad boys right now. The Deadpool action figure, not for sale. And I am going to roll out here's a competition. If you guys tag me on @DruthCrypto, if you're tagging me on Twitter, tag me @DruthCrypto with your profit or your trade. The biggest trade that I see, percentage-wise, by next Friday is going to get a free Arculus cold storage wallet sent directly to you at literally no charge. We will pay for shipping. We will give you the Arculus wallet for free if you have the biggest trade by the, let's say, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday of next week. I am literally going to send you a free Arculus cold storage wallet. So tag me in all of your trade wins on 2bit. Let me know how you're doing, and the biggest winner is getting a free $100 value, honestly. It's $100 for free. So make sure you're tagging me. Get to it. The link is in our description for 2bit. You can take advantage of. Let's go here, and I'll just show you again before we leave everyone behind here. God, I got to go to regular old YouTube here. But we got code basement. We got code basement, and you got to utilize that to be qualified. So you got to go through our link. Use code basement to get access for this thing. But here's the exchange. You go to derivatives and USDT perpetual. You also obviously have to fund your futures account. So first you got to move in some on the spot side, then transfer it over to the derivatives. And if you tag me with the biggest win, oh my God, oh shit, we're at our moment here. I'm going to have to put in a trade.
Do it right now.
Okay.
On live.
Hold on.
On live.
Okay.
Fucking
Hold on. I'm not logged in. Son of a bitch. Oh, I'm going to do it on my phone. All right. Why does it log me out like this? What is this? Hell? Pull me down. I can't give them all my information here. What are you doing? Pull me down.
Wrong fucking button.
Oh my God.
Hi, everybody.
You
Hi.
are the worst.
I try to be.
Unbelievable. Let's see here. We're going to do this right now. I'm going to do this right now. I'm going in. Let's see here. Okay. We're going in. I got to do this. I know we got to go work out, but
I need to eat first.
Huh?
I need a mukbang.
You need a mukbang?
I need a mukbang.
Oh man, that's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Elevator
gifted
man.
the memberships too. Oh yeah.
Blockchain.
All right. So we're going in. Let's see here. I'm on derivatives. Let's go to BTC.USDT. Bam. Let's make sure the RSIs are reset to the bottom end here. Get out of my face. Where the hell's my RSI? Give me the trading view. Give me the indicators. RSI, the relative strength index. I like to make sure that this is reset to the bottom side before I pull the trade. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. We're going in here. So going to derivatives, perpetual. Bam. Bam. Full send. Bam. Isolated. 20x. Open long. We're going in. All right. I'll see you guys. I'll let you know how this one goes. Another trade. We'll see if I can print another 20% on the day. I love and appreciate all of you. Make sure you're tagging me in your biggest wins on 2bit on Twitter @DruthCrypto. The winner gets a free Arculus cold storage wallet. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Appreciate you, Elevator Man. Peace out.